While occasionally referencing real-life people and events, Heavyhead is a work of fiction that is not meant to be used as a diagnostic tool and contains adult language and situations. Listener discretion is advised.
A little bit about myself up top, like Billy said, my name's Tanner Hines. I'm 47 years old. Yeah. Now I know what you're thinking, oh wow, only 47, you look much older. It's because I refuse to take care of myself. I'm just kidding you guys, I'm 26. This is my actual height though, I'm small. I've always been small. I was so low in fact growing up that a family friend once suggested that my brother and I would make good racing jockeys when we grow up. Well, joke's on her. Does anybody remember that jockey a couple years ago that won the Triple Crown? Anybody? That's me. I'm Victor Espinoza. Tanner Hines is just my stage name.
Tanner Hines is 26 years old. Born and raised in Cincinnati, Ohio, Tanner works at a recording studio during the day, and at night, he pursues his dream of becoming a stand-up comedian. He has struggled with depression most of his life, but didn't seek treatment for his symptoms until he was 17. He has spent the last 10 years exhausting every form of available treatment in an attempt to curb his fluctuating illness. This is his story.
How long have you felt this way?
Please?
Your symptoms. Feelings of hopelessness, depressed mood, loss of interest, difficulty concentrating. How long have you been having these symptoms?
It's hard to say. I've seemed to have lost the ability to keep track of time lately. Maybe a few weeks, a few months, years.
You've been feeling like this for years? Why haven't you told someone before?
Why would I tell anyone?
Well, based off the depression inventory you just filled out, you definitely show signs of clinical depression.
What's clinical depression?
I'm going to start you out on 50 milligrams of an antidepressant called Zoloft. Take it once a day. I'll have the nurse print out a list of talk therapists in the area, and I'd recommend you make an appointment to see one.
Antidepressant? Therapy?
Yes, it's the best course of treatment.
Hey, honey. So how did your appointment with Dr. Daniels go?
Fine, I guess.
Well, what did he say?
He had me fill out this thing called a depression inventory. It's like a survey that asks you a bunch of questions, and you circle a number that matches with how you feel based on the question.
What were some of the questions?
I can't remember. There were so many.
Did he go over the answers with you?
Yeah, he said my answers exhibit signs of what he called clinical depression.
What does that mean?
I don't know. He wouldn't say. He prescribed me something called an antidepressant. I think it's called Zoloft. I don't know. Anyway, it won't be ready until the morning. He also gave me a list of therapist names. He thinks I should start talking to one.
Okay. Leave it on the table. I'll make some calls in the morning while you're at school.
Does it feel better having talked to someone?
Not sure. It's still a lot to process.
Honey, you think you could try to tell us more about how you've been feeling? I mean, you texted us last night telling us you think you're depressed, and I know we talked a lot about it when you got home, but you just kind of caught us off guard. Don't get us wrong. We're glad you told us, but we just had no idea. We just want to understand how you feel.
I'm just tired. I feel tired all the time. Just feel sad most of the time. More than normal people, I guess. I don't know.
How are you feeling?
Fine. A little nervous.
That's completely normal. I hope you know how proud I am of you. You're so brave to be getting help.
Thank you. I don't...
Tanner?
Yeah.
Hi, Tanner. My name is Dr. Terry Blackman. It's so nice to meet you. Thank you for coming.
Hey, doctor. My name's Tanner Hines. Thanks for seeing me.
And you are?
I'm Susan Hines. I'm Tanner's mother.
It's so nice of you to be here to support your son. I realize this must be difficult for the both of you.
Well, yeah.
You are more than welcome to wait here, Mrs. Hines. There are restrooms and vending machines down the hall on your left-hand side. We will be back out in about 45 to 50 minutes.
Sounds good. Thank you so much. I love you, son.
Love you.
Please, feel free to sit on the couch. You're more than welcome to take your shoes off, whatever makes you feel most comfortable. So Tanner, before we can begin, I'd like to know, what is it that brings you here today?
Well, I went to the doctor because I was feeling depressed. So he wrote me a Zoloft prescription and gave me a list of therapists he recommends seeing. Your name was first on the list.
Yes, I understand. That's what your mother said on the phone, but what I want to hear is why you think you need therapy.
Oh, I'm not sure. I've never done anything like this before. I don't know how this is supposed to go.
You've never been to a psychotherapist before?
No.
Okay. Perhaps then it is best to start with an overview of what psychotherapy is and what some of the expectations of therapy are. How does that sound?
Fine.
Good. Now, I'm what's known as a psychotherapist. There are many other names for psychotherapists, including psychoanalyst, psychologist, or just plain therapist. These are blanket names given to someone who is trained to help other people deal with their emotional problems in a healthy way. Does this make sense so far?
Yes.
The goal of therapy is to examine difficulties an individual is facing and through examination gain insight on how to deal with those difficulties. I like to say that therapists are like mirrors reflecting what can't be seen, yet the only way this can be done is by having a patient who is honest, open, and most importantly, willing to talk about their problems. Still make sense?
Yes.
Therapy is a safe space for people to talk openly about anything they want. Whatever you tell me in session will not be heard by anyone else. It stays between us. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Good. Now, I will ask again. What brings you here today?